Hello everyone, this is Neronium. Welcome back to Okami HD. Meeting you about to get eaten by the water dragon. What's going on? There is a trophy I have missed that normally you would have to play this part of the game again to get this trophy. But because I made multiple save slots, I was able to do this. I just had to go through the treasure ship again real quick, and then I'm gonna load into the new one. This is a post-commentary episode, one of two in this project, because primarily for this one we are going to be doing the fishing tome, and I'll be explaining how that works a little bit. But if you avoid getting eaten by the water dragon, you get the no furball on the menu trophy, which allows you to basically get the platinum trophy later in the game if you are getting 100%. Now let us see a lovely blowfish. So out of the fishing guide, there are 3 fishing spots that you have to keep in mind of. There are in Sand City, in the ocean in North Ryoshima Coast, and Kamui. Each one has its own unique set of fish that are exclusive to each of those areas. Not only that, some of the fish are available only at nighttime and daytime. You can change day and night while inside the minigame. As you can see, you can move the camera up, and if you move the camera up and make the sun or the moon come out, you can get those fish. The only ones that this really applies to are mainly large fish, but there are a few medium fish that are nighttime only. In each area, the nighttime fish, starting in Sand City, are the catfish, the giant catfish. In the ocean area, with Umi here, well, not Umi, I forget what this guy's name is. In this area, the nighttime fish are lobsters. What's another one that's a nighttime fish? Because the sea generally has more of the daytime ones. There is one fish, it's a fossil-like fish, that is available in both daytime and in Kamui, and nighttime in North Ryoshima Coast. But it's easier to get them in North Ryoshima Coast. It's a medium fish. In Kamui, the nighttime fish are the oarfish and the monkfish. Those are nighttime. All the other ones are daytime fish, such as the giant manta ray in the ocean, what's another one that is? The sunfish in the ocean. The ocean has more of the daytime fish that are daytime only. The turtles are daytime only to my knowledge. The the striped snapper is daytime only inside of this area too. Basically, if you want to get 100% and get the platinum trophy, you have to complete your fishing tome. You just have to capture one of each fish. Story fish do count toward this, but because they are story required, you will always have those in your fishing tome, so you don't have to worry about this. I spent in this session, and it's the entire reason why this session is post-commentary for this episode, I spent a good 5 hours fishing to get everything, because RNG cannot be your friend sometimes on this one. And if RNG is not your friend, you just have to keep trying. Every fish has its own thing. It's hard to tell which ones they are from the silhouettes, but one good method I have noticed when it comes to the fish is whenever it is a different type of fish, I noticed based on how it swims around what the fish is. So when a fish has a small green bar, that is going to be a large fish. When it has like medium-sized bar, medium fish, and when the green bar is basically all the way to the top and there's barely any red, that means it is going to be a small fish. Trust me, you're going to get a lot of small fish. The more small fish you get, though, the more bigger fish will show up, which can be kind of a pain in the butt if you are looking for small fish in particular, like I was. This is another large fish, I believe. So at this point in the game, because I'd been fishing for 5 hours, there was but one fish remaining, and it's this one. This is actually a medium fish. It's kind of weird. Some of the sea fish are like have different ones. This is the fish that we were missing in my fish tome, and it is the bonita. And now there are no more fish in the sea. So, we're getting rid of that. And now we're going to move on to our next destination, which our next destination is actually going to be to sell all of the fish. But I do that off screen. You two are amazing. I've seen about basically, yeah, this is the hard part about doing post-commentary when there's reading. Yeah, it was a half compliment. Right, hi-ho, orca, away. But, here we are. First things first, there are 2 dogs we are missing for completing the praise of all the animal tome. You don't need to do this to get 100%, but I'm just doing this for superficial sake. The Satomi Canine Warriors, 2 of them, and I had forgotten this because it had been so long. I forgot that they do not have feed dialogue. You have to open up your bag and feed them naturally. So the 2 that we're missing are this one and another one, which is Tay, because as you can see, we're at 94%, which means we have 1 more. We are missing Tay from the Kusa 5 in Gale Shrine. So we got to go to the Gale Shrine in order to be able to get the next one. Fun fact, there is also a little hidden cutscene right there. If you go back after beating Orochi for the first time, they say how, like, oh, you beat Orochi, that's really cool. Congratulations, only Shiranui could really do that. So, let us go now over to the Gale Shrine. So we gotta go to Kusa Village. And luckily we can do a lot of this because some of the canine warriors move around throughout the game. So when you get to around this point, this is the permanent locations where they're going to be. With you trying to get the one in Sasa Sanctuary, that one is going to be, you have to be true Orochi for him to appear inside of the boss's room. Keep in mind as well, out of all the dogs, there is one that you can permanently miss, and that is the one from the past. If you go through the spirit gate and do not feed that dog, you will not be able to get 100% in all of that. One thing I did find out as well, because while we're getting enough praise, there is 7,020 total praise you can get in one playthrough of Okami. Keep that in mind, because when we get to the end, because at this point I fully recorded the game. I'm just doing this post-commentary after the fact, because the next post-commentary episode is Doublegate 2. I do Doublegate 3 with live commentary, so don't worry. That's the one that I think people would be very upset if I didn't do it with live commentary, which is why I made sure to do that one with live commentary. Anyway, where was I going with that? Alright, Goldfish Brain. Alright, so let's go and feed Tay. And then there is, our next destination is going to be Kamui, because after we sell all the fish, we get close to 2 million. So, after you've gone through the Spirit Gate, Kamui will have some of the clay enemies as regular enemies, specifically the giant dolls that we fought in front of Prime Orochi's cave. You can fight 3 of them at the same time, and what'll happen is they will give you, if you get a perfect, 60,000 yen. So I do that, build up to the 2 million, because by the end of all this, I believe I have like 1.7 million yen, and you need the 2 million to get the Brown Rage technique. So, as you can see, the animal tome is now 100% complete for every animal. So now we are gonna go, as I mentioned, over to the Kamui Dojo. You can buy this technically at the North Ryoshima, at the Ryoshima Coast one. Not North Ryoshima Coast, but just regular Ryoshima Coast. But I figured because I was going to be in Kamui anyway, it's better for me to do this. So you've come again, my little lupine friend. Have you come to sharpen your skills? So let us get the Brown Rage technique. If you've mastered Golden Fury, add insult to injury with this. So, I can't believe I have to pay 2 million yen just to learn how to poop and get demon fangs. So embarrassing. So, I was talking to my friends in a call at this point while I was recording, because I was going insane talking to myself when it came to the fishing. So that's why I haven't bought the Golden Fury yet. I'm just telling them exactly what it is. Their reactions were priceless. Do. This is also the last time we're going to be hearing this song, so I can use this as an excuse to do that. But man, there we go. Okay, I'm looking for the other one, which was Golden Fury, how much that one costs. Because in total, we spend 2,100,000 yen to learn how to pee and poop. So I'm just looking for it. There it is. 100,000. And keep in mind, you do get Demon Fangs for using Golden Fury. Golden Fury and Brown Rage get you Demon Fangs. I believe Brown Rage will get you even more Demon Fangs. But it's more risky because you have to hold the circle button in order to do it. So, you once again choose to try your hands at the fighting arts. Suppose I have no choice. I'll do as you wish and I'll either enroll in my dojo. But I must warn you, I won't hold back this time. What do you mean holding back? Good sir, I just paid you 2 million yen to learn how to poop. How is that? Alright, Wah. Are you mentally prepared to this ultimate challenge? Step inside and test your might. I'm letting this play out because this is the last time we're doing this. Alright. So, let the lesson begin. We'll practice the Brown Rage God technique. Take these tips to heart and remember as we train. Brown Rage God tip techniques during battle. Firmly press circle to insult the enemy. Doing so will cause your foe to drop a Demon Fang. Press for Golden Fury, hold for Brown Rage. Show those evildoers exactly how you feel about them. Well, do you understand? Yes. Alright, and with that, we obtain the scroll technique. And with that, we have gotten every single technique in Okami HD. So, teach an old dog new tricks. So, lay the groundworks. as my frame rate starts not wanting me to do this. There we go. It explodes. So, it's time we leave. Goodbye, Onigiri-sensei. Had enough, eh? Listen, Wolf, gaining experience and single skill is admirable, but you must never lose a drive to improve yourself. I pray that you do not forget that. Goodbye, Onigiri-sensei. It has been nice knowing you throughout this entire game. So, have you come to play again, Wolf? I'm sad to say I have nothing left to teach you, friend. Go outside and frolic. Enjoy yourself. Alright, and next up we're going to Paktan, because after you beat Prime Orochi, you actually have the option of talking to Ishaku again, as he will actually regain his eyesight, and you'll get praise from the guards too for this. And upon doing so, you will get the last of the regular stray beads in the game that aren't tied. Well, one of the last ones. There's still one more we're gonna get. Hello, Wolf. Here to pay another visit to Ishaku? I'm assuming that means yes. He's so full of energy since your last visit. It's incredible. He even regained his eyesight. So you get 50 praise for that. Go on inside. My thing crashed. Don't look at me like that, Ami. Yes, you're right. I do have a grandson. His name is Isun. Even when he was small, he had potential to surpass me. I expected a lot of him, so I trained him really hard. But it backfired and he ended up hating painting. I doubt he'd even pick up a brush nowadays. If you ever bump into him in your travels, please tell him that I'm praying for his happiness, and give him this. And we obtain a stray bead. That's all I can do for him for now. But I love my grandson more than anyone could ever know. Yep. So, next up is the last regular stray bead in the game before we go into the final, second to last dungeon of the game. And that is in Shinshu Field. Because we have beaten Prime Orochi, and I didn't know if this was going to be, you have to beat Izofuji first, or if you had to beat Prime Orochi. It's Prime Orochi. Talk to the Nameless Man. He has his final piece. So. Hey, is that... Can it be? Yeah, it's him. It's that guy. Hey! Like, don't be so loud, man. No need to disrupt nature's harmony with a loud voice. You don't need to squeal like a rat for me to hear you. Did he just call me a rat? Still, getting excited about my next masterpiece is so natural. And so now, allow me to unveil my greatest creation. My last face, the Pure Neck. Well, see the irresistible charm? It's even great, don't know what to do with it. Here, wait, connoisseur, you look after it. So, remember, we have been giving the traveler statues around Shinshu Field these different vases from him. You can technically do this all the way up to this point, I believe. I don't think you're locked out of this one, but it's just easier to do it early on because you get praise for each one, and praise is always good. So, all we need to do now is take this over to where the Moon Cave was. Because remember, the Moon Cave has disappeared, and now we just have a Guardian statue. So, let us go. And upon giving the final vase, we get 50 praise. Check out this Guardian statue now. It looks so great that, see, it's smiling. Yep. And now you just need to go and talk to the Nameless Man once more. And once you talk to the Nameless Man, you will get your... At this point, this was the last of the stray beads I could get at this point, because I cut it out of order. I had already done the Devil Gate Cave 2 by this point, but I wanted to have all the regular Stray Beads in one episode, and the Devil Gate 2 is going to be a long episode because the Devil Gates in general are just really long. Case in point, the first one I did. And you'll see how... I actually was faster in the second one. The third one... Dear Lord. But, talk to the nameless man. So how's the best face ever doing, White Connoisseur? I guess I shouldn't bother asking, huh? I'm sure you found it the perfect place for it. Let me give you something to say my thanks. And we obtain a stray bead. Sure, man, you know, I didn't think I was reading that fast. So, Master Potter isn't an easy one. But that's exactly why I became one. The real challenge has to only just started. Back to work. And with that, we are done. You might have noticed that I built up my yen again. Some of it was from the Devil Gate challenge. Not all of it, actually. Or was this the part where I went to the Devil Gate? We'll see. So we're gonna say... Yeah, I think this was the part where I was going to the Devil Gate. I think. I don't remember entirely. So... It depends on where I go to Warp. I think I'm going to Warp here, actually. No, I already got it. So the only ones we're missing are 3 from the second to last dungeon, 1 that only, and then 2 more that only unlock after the second to last dungeon. Now, there is 1 more weapon that gets unlocked in Seian City after you end up finishing Ezofuji's dungeon. After you finish Ezofuji's dungeon, you get the final rosary of the game. And that's what we're going to be using inside of Devil Gate 3. For Devil Gate 2, we're going to use rosaries still, the ones we have right now. But we're going to save in Web here. And there is technically a sun fragment in here that I haven't gotten, but I get that in live commentary in after we beat the Wepkir dungeon. So as you can see, we have all that. We have everything here. So anyway, everyone, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Neronium. Next time, we'll be tackling Devil Gate number 2 with post-commentary. There are some points where it gets cut up a little bit because my capture card was dropping frames, and I do not feel like doing it again. But until then, I'll see you all next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to check out more content that's related to Japan, check out the top link for a playthrough of Ape Escape Million Monkeys on the PS2. And for another expansive game, check out the bottom link for a playthrough of Skies of Arcadia Legends done on the Nintendo GameCube.